Opening statements are expected today in Hunter Biden's trial in Delaware on federal firearm charges, and voters are headed to the polls today to settle state primary races across the country. Good morning. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Opening statements will get underway this morning in the federal firearm case against President Biden's son, Hunter. The trial is being held in Delaware. NPR's Ryan Lucas says the younger Biden has pleaded not guilty to the allegations.
3 charges. They all relate to a Colt Cobra revolver that he bought in October of 2018. There are 2 counts of making false statements when purchasing the gun. Prosecutors say that Hunter lied on a federal background check form that he had to fill out when he was purchasing the weapon. That form has a question that asks whether you use illegal drugs or are addicted to drugs. Now, prosecutors say that Hunter lied on that form by checking the no box. In other words, saying that he wasn't using illegal drugs, and prosecutors say that at the time he was.
NPR's Ryan Lucas reporting. President Biden is expected to sign an executive order today addressing immigration. This could limit migrant claims for asylum. He's expected to rely on a section of federal law. NPR's Sergio Martinez-Beltran says this would give the president the ability to limit non-immigrant visitors if they're considered detrimental to U.S. interests.
In the past, this section has been used on the grounds of national security. The provision would also allow the president to suspend entries once the number of unauthorized crossings reaches a certain daily threshold. And this could be the most impactful border management policy to come out of this administration so far, but it's widely expected that it will face court challenges.
NPR's Sergio Martinez-Beltran reporting. The threshold for migrant crossings could be limited to 2,500 people a day. Since more people than that already cross the border daily, Biden's executive order could take effect right away. Several states are holding primary elections today. They include Montana, New Jersey, New Mexico, and South Dakota. Washington, D.C. is holding its Democratic primary today. Voters are choosing presidential candidates. From member station WNYC, Nancy Solomon reports that in New Jersey, attention is also focused on the state's U.S. Senate seat.
Both parties will choose their nominee for the Senate seat held by Bob Menendez. He's on trial for bribery and corruption and is not on the primary ballot. But Menendez has filed to run as an independent in the November election. The late Congressman Donald Payne is also on the ballot. He died in April and is running unopposed as a Democrat. A special primary to fill his seat will be held in July. For NPR News, I'm Nancy Solomon.
Economic forecasters who predict electricity costs in the United States are expecting higher energy bills in the coming months as the summer heat sets in. NPR's Scott Horsley has more.
The average household is expected to pay more than $700 in electric bills over the next 4 months, a significant increase from 2023. Air conditioning is the biggest driver of that cost. Mark Wolf, who heads an association of state energy assistance directors, says temperatures are expected to be hotter than normal in most parts of the country this summer.
It used to be you'd have high temperatures for maybe 2 or 3 days at most, but now we're having these back-to-back heat waves. That's also pushing up prices because you need to use more air conditioning.
The federal program that helps low-income families pay their energy bills was cut this year by $2 billion. Wolf says most of that money was already used up, covering heating bills during the winter. Scott Horsley, NPR News, Washington.
You're listening to NPR News.